There's a liquid sitting in your kitchen right now that can restore lost engine power in under 5 minutes. Not improve it slightly, not delay the problem. Restore it. A $2 liquid that breaks down the exact buildup inside your engine that slowly steals up to 20-30% of its performance over time. Mechanics charge anywhere from $100 to $300 for treatments that attempt to do the same thing. But this one, they almost never mention. Not because it doesn't work, but because when it works, it removes the need for the service they sell. Right now, the global automotive maintenance industry is worth over $700 billion. A large part of that comes from repeat services. Fuel system cleaning, carbon removal, injector treatments. Services designed to be done again and again because the problem they target never truly goes away. It comes back. It always comes back. And when it comes back, so does the customer. A permanent or near permanent low-cost solution doesn't fit into that system. It doesn't generate repeat revenue. It doesn't bring the customer back every 6 months. So it stays where it has always been, hidden in plain sight. To understand why this works, you need to understand what's actually happening inside your engine right now. Every time your engine runs, fuel is burned inside the combustion chamber, but that process is never perfectly clean. Tiny amounts of unburned fuel, carbon particles, and chemical residues stick to surfaces inside the engine. Over time, these deposits build up on fuel injectors, intake valves, and piston tops. This buildup disrupts airflow, interferes with fuel spray patterns, and reduces combustion efficiency. And slowly, almost invisibly, your engine begins to lose power. Not all at once, but gradually. So gradually that most drivers never notice it happening. The fuel acts as a carrier, diluting the vinegar and distributing it safely throughout the entire fuel system. This controlled dilution is what makes the process effective without causing damage. As the engine runs, this mixture moves through injectors and combustion pathways, slowly interacting with the buildup. Not aggressively, not instantly, but steadily and effectively. Within 1 or 2 drive cycles, many drivers begin to notice the difference. Smoother acceleration, better throttle response, a feeling that the engine is no longer struggling the way it used to. But this is important. This is not a miracle fix for every engine problem. If your engine has serious mechanical damage, worn components, or years of hardened buildup, this will not reverse that. It is not a replacement for proper maintenance, and it should not be used excessively. Occasional use is what makes it effective and safe. There's also another limitation. Modern engines with highly sensitive fuel systems may react differently depending on design. That's why awareness and moderation matter. A driver in Texas documented his experience with a car that had slowly become sluggish over time. No warning lights, no major issues. Just reduced performance that got worse over the years. He was quoted around $180 for a professional fuel system cleaning. Instead, he decided to try this method once. A small amount of vinegar, followed by a full tank of fuel. Within days, he noticed smoother acceleration and improved responsiveness. Nothing exaggerated, nothing unrealistic. Just a clear, noticeable improvement. The total cost was under $2, compared to a service that would have cost nearly 100 times more. This is not hidden because it doesn't work. It's hidden because it doesn't fit the system. A system built on repeat services, repeat visits, and repeat payments. Modern fuel system cleaners exist to address this problem. But most of them rely on diluted chemical agents combined with heavy branding and high profit margins. They clean only the surface, create a temporary improvement, and then the deposits begin forming again exactly as before. The cycle never really stops. But the chemistry behind breaking down carbon deposits has been understood for far longer than the modern automotive industry itself. In fact, versions of this exact principle existed long before engines were even invented. In the late 1800s, early engineers working on steam engines faced the same issue. Residue buildup inside metal chambers reduced efficiency and performance over time. They discovered that certain mild acids and solvents could dissolve these deposits without damaging the metal underneath. The key was balance. Strong enough to break down carbon deposits, but gentle enough to leave the surface intact. That same balance is exactly what your engine needs today. The liquid that does this is something almost every household already has. Something simple, something overlooked. White distilled vinegar. Vinegar is a dilute solution of acetic acid, usually around 5%. It may sound weak, but chemically it is highly reactive with carbon-based residues and mineral buildup that forms inside engines over time. When introduced in controlled amounts, acetic acid begins interacting with these deposits at a molecular level. It helps loosen them, break them apart, and reduce the buildup that interferes with fuel delivery and combustion. Now, this is where most people get it wrong. They assume more is better. It's not. This is not about flooding your engine or doing something aggressive. This is about precision and controlled application. Because what vinegar does inside the system is not magic. It's chemistry. It works gradually, breaking down layers of buildup over time instead of forcing an instant reaction. As those deposits begin to reduce, fuel injectors can spray more evenly. Airflow improves. Combustion becomes cleaner and more efficient. And when combustion improves, power starts coming back. The solution itself is almost too simple. A small controlled amount of white distilled vinegar added to a nearly empty fuel tank, followed immediately by a full tank of fuel. A solution that reduces dependency on that system doesn't get promoted. It doesn't get advertised. It doesn't get explained. It simply exists quietly in the same place it has always been, your kitchen. If this opened something for you, if it made you question how many simple solutions have been overlooked, share this with someone who might need it. And if you want to keep discovering what others don't talk about, subscribe to the Fix Vault, because sometimes the most powerful solutions were never hidden. They were just never pointed out.